I know I picked up on it. That since the rumors have started to swirl with WWE programming Raw and SmackDown headed over to Fox, is it me or has Raw become more watchable? SmackDown has always been the better show to watch overall. And that's coming from a guy who has been a Monday Night Raw guy for a long time. I started watching Nitro, then I watched Raw. I grew up on Raw. I'm a Monday Night Raw guy. But let's face it, SmackDown has always been the overall better show. Raw is the show that you get more, you get bigger moments, more moments that you talk about, that you look back on. SmackDown has the better show overall to watch. It's more easier to keep up with SmackDown, especially over the years. So, Raw had a great show on Monday night, and one of the highlights was the tag team match being made with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Ronda Rousey. And me, Kurt Angle, is going to go WrestleMania versus H and Stephanie McMahon. Now, obviously, I'm saying that because Kurt A can't walk, he can't stand, and B, he can't talk. Other than that, it's great to put him in the ring on the grandest stage of them all in one of the biggest matches that you'll have. Let's face it, Kurt Angle was... You look back on the Attitude Era, right? And Kurt Angle is just one of those guys that you think of. I mean, his gimmick was great. He was awesome. And then he went to TNA, and it just really was one of the highlights of that company for as long as he was there. But he came back as the GM, okay, and then they put him in this stupid storyline as Jason Jordan's father. And really, look at the guy. Look, I want you to look at Kurt Angle when he's in the ring. The guy can't stand up. He can't stand. Then you hear him on the mic. He can't speak. He's stuttering through his lines. I don't think he remembers them half the time. This is not a guy that you want on screen on Monday nights. Then you're going to put him in a match, in a premiere match on your premiere pay-per-view. Because let's face it, the Ronda Rousey match is going to get the most media coverage, overall media coverage. ESPN, that's going to be shown on SportsCenter. Fox Sports will be showing it. Guarantee you all these other networks, all the sporting networks around the world will be showing the Ronda Rousey match highlights. And I know Stephanie she can't work. What are you going to do? I guess it's the best of both worlds. I guess it's the easiest thing to do. I mean, I think Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax would be a fucking great match. Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks. But okay, you go with Stephanie and you go with Triple H. Obviously, you can't have Rousey and Stephanie one-on-one. It'll be total, just I would not be able to book that. I would cringe if someone goes, all right, you know what? We're going to write this match up, book it, write the ending, write the match up. I would be scared. I would be scared to do it. Now, the tag match, okay, makes sense. But Kurt Angle, I understand he's a name. First of all, Triple H, I told you if you laid your hands on me in November, I'd get my hands on you. Well, dude, it's March. March. You're just getting your revenge and you're just really calling out Triple H now? That's number one. And number two, if I'm booking this stuff, if I'm running the show, wouldn't I want a guy that I'm pushing, that's kind of a semi-star now, but I'm pushing him to be even bigger? Wouldn't I want him in the premiere match that's going to get the most eyeballs? To me, it was a no-brainer. Triple H and Stephanie versus Ronda and Braun Strowman. It made the most sense. It made the most sense. You know the eyeballs are going to be on this match. You put Braun in it, you get Braun noticed. I mean, with WrestleMania, when they had the highlights on SportsCenter or ESPN a couple years ago, they looked at The Miz and go,
Who's the junior varsity frat boy champion that they have? And now they're going to be like, who's the old guy in the ring that can't stand? And I'm not saying Kurt Angle, I mean, he wasn't horrible at TLC. He wasn't horrible at Survivor Series. But I think you should focus on your guy, your current guy, not the past guys. I mean, isn't this what drove WCW out? Isn't this what drove people off of WCW, was that they kept pushing the old guys? I mean, you already have an old guy, technically, quote unquote, a veteran in Triple H, and you have Stephanie who's been around forever. You get Ronda in there. Why don't you put her with some of the new blood? Why don't you put her with Braun? And this whole thing too, with Kurt with the flu and forgetting things, and firstly admitting that he lied. I don't know. It's just the storyline hasn't been written up terribly. It could be written up a lot better. And Braun and Triple H have a history also, so that could be something. But they'll go with Kurt Angle, and then I'm hearing that they're going to put John Cena in the triple threat. Oh, God. They're going to add Cena to Styles and Nakamura. That's a whole other thing with the fact that I think that they're just not caring about WrestleMania this year. But, again, I'm not... Am I losing sleep over it? No, but I thought it was a no-brainer. If I'm booking this thing, you put Braun Strowman in the match. You know the eyeballs are going to be on this thing with Rousey, and you get him noticed. So we're going to have a guy that's going to probably wrestle, 2 more matches after this? Come on. If he's lucky. Vince.